I have got a full face of Shein makeup. I'm going to try it together and I'm so excited. It's in a shoebox because I had nothing else to put in. But let's go. I have got some gems to try and I'm so excited, and you should be too. First up, I'm going to do my brows. This is the Brows on Demand 2-in-1 brow pencil. So, one side, we have the brow pencil. Side 2, we have the brow pen. I think I'm actually going to go in with the brow pen first. Yeah. So, this is in the shade... I don't know, dark brown. So I actually really struggle doing my brows this way because I haven't got a lot of brow hair, as you can see. So this I really struggle with. I think I actually have used this before in the past. I can't remember. It is really good and pointed. So that does make it easier. I'm going to go in with the pencil and just fill out any gaps. Okay, that's brows done. I do need to clean these up with some concealer because they're looking a little bit messy. Did get 2 concealers. This is shade 1 and this is shade 2. This is the double long wear cover concealer. So for under my brows, I think I'm going to use shade 2. Okay, it doesn't smell like anything. So I'm just taking a flat brush and I'm going to take some of the product off. Impressions, this feels very dry. I'll be honest. It does feel, yeah, it feels really dry. Brows cleaned up. Overall, it's a good product. I can't complain at that. It done what I wanted it to do. Next, I'm using the SHEGLAM Jelly Primer. This was something I was actually really excited to use. It's a jelly formula. Oh my god. Like jelly. So I'm just going to put this on. Again, it doesn't have a scent, which I like. I like stuff that don't have scents. I feel like perfume stuff are more likely to break out your skin. It kind of feels like a gripping primer. Feels quite thick but moisturizing. It feels like really hydrating to start with, and then you feel it starting to grip. For foundation, I'm using the SHEGLAM. It's like a balm. So this is the shade Bamboo. I have got one of these, but I'd never use it because the one I've got is way too pale for me. And this looks like it might be too dark for me. Oh no. This is foundation brush that I also got from SHEGLAM. And then I might dip my finger in. Put it on. That is a very yellow. Is it going to match my skin? Let's find out. You know, if the foundation's like a balm, it is going to be super full coverage. Right, I feel like this brush is doing nothing. It's just more smearing it. And like when you dab it, it doesn't do anything. Would not bother buying this brush. Luckily, I got a backup. So this is the buffer brush. That is so much better. I just feel in the heat, this might be a bit heavy, but we'll see. Like, you can definitely feel there's weight to it. It's a bit yellow. I'm not denying that. We do look a bit like a Simpsons character right now, but the texture, the coverage, the glowiness, I do think it's a really nice foundation. I have no complaints apart from the shade match. But that's my fault. Try and bring some warmth back into this. So I've got the SHEGLAM bronzer. This is Burnt Sienna. This again is like a bronzer balm. I've got loads of these kind of bronzers, but I wanted to try the balm just to see how it holds up. I'm just going to use a brush. Hopefully that picks some product up. Okay, that hardly picked anything up. I feel like the warmth of my finger is helping the product come out. Okay, using my finger was not ideal for this, but it is what it is. So I've actually got like a little contour and highlight pen I thought I'd try out. I feel like I always put bronzer on my nose, but where the bronzer is always quite liquidy, it just pretty much sweats off my face. So I thought I'd try something a little bit more matte. I love putting my bronzer contour down the side of my nose. I quite like the triangular look. I'm going to use the highlighter side. Just go down the middle and the end. So I'm going to start blending this out. I'm just using the same brush I use for my foundation to blend the bronzer out. That's nice. I really like it. You can build it up. But for the fact that I had to warm it up with my finger and then apply to my face, I didn't think it'd blend so easily. But that literally blended out so nice. I have no idea what this brush is for, but I'm going to use it to blend my nose out. So, kind of reminds me of a toothbrush. Like an old-fashioned one. It's actually blending out really easily. Don't get me wrong, it's okay. I don't feel like it's done too much. So I'm actually just going to take a tiny bit of the old bronzer and go over that, just to make it a little bit more sharper. Next, I picked up these blushes. So I actually thought this one was a powder, but it's not. This one is in fact a balm. So I have no powders, but it's okay. And then I got this one. I want to try this one, but I feel like this one will match more. I'll have to use you another time. I'm actually just going to use a big fluffy brush to pick that up. Oh, very pigmented. I've got these sponges from SHEGLAM. I'm going to use one of them to blend this blush out. Spray it a little bit first. It is really pretty, and I appreciate pigment, okay? There's nothing wrong with pigment. I feel like a lot of people are scared of pigment, but don't be scared of pigment. I normally do my blush before my concealer, just in case. I can always clean it up with the concealer after. Go back in with that number 2 concealer and just go under my eyes. Just going to use that beauty blender to blend that out. Because it's still got some of that blush on, I feel like it's going to help transition the blush as well. Sweating buckets already, it's boiling. Next, I'm going to go in with some powder. So this is a SHEGLAM Velvet Veil Oil Control Powder. So you have the little powder puff on one side and the powder on another. So I'm going to actually try the puff out, although this isn't particularly one I would use, although it is soft. And we need an oil control powder, okay? It is like 27 degrees today. Okay, this is quite pale. It's quite pale. How matte that's just made me. Okay, that has made me look really pale, but in a way I feel like it has got rid of some of that yellowness. Has it? Has it? I'm gonna warm that back up again. This is the Sunside Bronzer. So this is what it looks like. Quite matte. I can see. Oh, okay. I went in too quick. Very bronzed. I'm just going to take a smaller brush and just go over my nose again. Over my eyes as well, just to make like my whole face look a bit more even, if that makes sense. I like when you put loads of makeup on your face, but there's nothing on your eyes yet, and your eyes look like sunken in. Because I didn't get powder blush, I am actually gonna attempt to go in with this. Just a tiny bit. I do feel a bit criminal putting, you know, like a balm over powder, but gotta live life dangerously sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna pretty much go over that to set it again. The thing I'm so excited about, I have two highlighters here and I cannot decide. I can't decide. This one, so cute. It's a little duck. It's a little duck. How freaking stunning is that? And this one is the weirdest texture I've ever felt. Feels like sand. I've seen the videos on SHEGLAM website and girls are literally picking it up and squidging it like a ball of sand and rubbing it on their face, and I want to try that. That is the duck one. I think I am going to go with the duck one today. I think I will do a whole separate video on just this alone because it deserves the credit. I just smear the duck head on my cheek. Is it gonna work? Oh. That. Stunning. It's a powder, right? But it feels kind of like it melts as well. Oh, I thought it was a powder, but I really don't think it is anymore. Shein makeup has me confused at all times, but in the best way. That is so nice and glowy. Oh, moving on to eyes. Got this stunning palette. I can't cope. I can't cope. Obviously, I've bronzed up my eyes a little bit anyway, so I'm just going to go in with this shade. It's called Sunset. So nice. Oh my god. I don't want to do anything too heavy, so I want to try this. I want to try more. I think I might go in with this one in the centre of my eye. I can use my finger if I want. Do you know what I am going to do? I'm going to take some of this, but I'm just going to put it on the inner corner. That is so sparkly. I'm going to have to do a whole separate video on this palette and have some fun with this. So I got two mascaras. This one is just the Lift and Elevate Lengthening Mascara, and this is the Max Impact Mascara. So the one's like this. So I'm just going to go straight in, really. Every mascara I have tried from Shein is good. One thing I can say from Shein is they do a good mascara. Look at that. I got 3 different lip liners and I can't remember the shade, so I'm gonna swatch them. 15E. This one's 15D and this one's 15E. So they're all quite similar. I'm gonna go for the 15E. It looks really dodgy because I've got a cut on my lip, but it's actually a really nice lip liner. I really like the creaminess of it. I hate the lip liners where they're like hard and it's really hard to line your lip. Then for lipstick, I've got Beach Babe Matte Lipstick. Have I just found a new lip combo? I've got another lipstick, but this is kind of like a shimmer lipstick. A lip plumper, so I'm gonna go over this. Oh my god, how weird. It's like this, but you don't twist it, you click it. I really do like the matte, but I do want to try this, so I'm just gonna go over. I'm honestly obsessed with the lips. Then to set everything, I've got the SHEGLAM Matte Fresh Setting Spray. So I'm just gonna give it a little shake. It's got a weird smell. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look using SHEGLAM products. I think the foundation and the lips were my favourite. What do you guys think? What do you think was the best? What do you think was the worst? I mean, I could have done something better with my eyes, I'll be honest. I could have really gone ham with that eyeshadow palette, but I will do a whole separate video just using that palette because there are some colours that I really do want to play with. Love you.